How's it going, man?
Going well. Doing great.
Thanks for showing up in your Newsies outfit, by the way.
Yes, of course. I always come as dressed as character. So,
so now that the Tonys are behind you, and now the focus is literally just not on award season, not to say that you were focusing on it, because you did a good job. It's not like you're like, you know, your head was like thinking Tonys and all that stuff. But now that that's kind of, can you kind of reflect on, you know, from Paper Mill Playhouse to now?
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it all happened so quickly. Usually, like, the gestation of a Broadway show is, like, over 5 years from, like, first reading to, like, finally making it to New York. And we did it in, like, under 2, which was crazy. It all happened so quickly, and now it's great. You just get to, like, sit back and we can kind of, like, reclaim the show. It doesn't really matter at this point, just as long as we're pleasing the audiences.
By the way, I just want to point out that he just said he's phoning it in from here on out. Right?
That is not the case.
He's like, fuck it, I'm wearing this outfit tonight. Alright, so talk to me about the, first of all, you're kind of Mr. Disney in a lot of ways. I feel like you've been in, like, seriously, you're in Disney productions that, like, probably people don't even know about.
I mean, yes. This is my 4th Disney show.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I don't know. Well, I made my Broadway debut in a Disney show, so I started out on that trajectory.
Okay.
I was Chip in Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I did Aladdin, Mary Poppins, and now Newsies. So I don't know. It's a great place to work.
It's nice to be in, like, almost like a, I want to say like a, you don't have to say like live action version of blah blah blah.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, that must be nice, right?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Hey, I'm not playing a cup in this one.
Yes, yeah.
I'm playing a
I'm
grown
totally
man.
human. So.
Yeah. So we spoke a little bit on the Tony red carpet. I'm name dropping, but he was the guy who was sitting there in tux because he was, you know, in a successful
As
show.
you do.
Yeah.
At the Tonys.
Yeah, like you went on to watch the Tonys in your seat. I went on to take a train home. So, but we were talking a little bit about your love for the movie Newsies, which, gotta be honest, I know it's taken on like this cult status and everything, but when it came out, like, at least for me, it felt like second to Howard the Duck in terms of just like, okay, this is a complete clusterfuck of a movie. Yeah. So what suckered you in? I mean, the music was nice and all that stuff, and it was, you know, kind of, you look back now and it's, you know, it's actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
But back when it came out, I mean, everyone threw it under the bus.
Yeah, I mean, it was a huge box office bomb as far as Disney movies go. I think just because it was, like, growing up in the 90s, there wasn't, like, a ton of, like, musical theater. We didn't have, like, Glee and, like, High School Musical.
Yeah.
And I was, like, totally a theater dork, so I think especially because it's all guys who were doing it too, and, like, guys dancing and having it be, like, masculine and athletic and cool.
It wasn't that masculine.
I mean, compared, they weren't in ballet shoes. There were no tights.
True.
They were wearing boots and caps. So I think that's definitely my generation totally, like, clung on to that because there was such, like, a dearth of musical theater in, like, the popular mainstream.
I'm just wondering if, like, you know, back in the day it was like, you know, a red mark on Christian Bale's career, and now, I mean, I've been told he's an asshole, but whatever. But, like, I wonder if now he can look back fondly at that experience. Not that you can speak on his behalf, but...
Well, I have read an interview where he says it is the only movie he's ever regretted doing. So,
really?
So wow. I would like him to come see our show. I think we've done some cool stuff with it, but, I mean,
were you approached or you auditioned for Newsies?
Back when it was, like, in the reading process, they just got together some of their friends who had been doing other Disney shows, and so I didn't audition, but, like, when it actually came to New York, I had to, like, go in and sing a song.
Were you a little skeptical, like, I don't know?
No, honestly, I was so excited. I had been waiting for Newsies to make it to Broadway. I feel like it speaks to theater sensibility a little bit more so than film, and it seemed like such a natural fit to be a Broadway musical. So since I was a kid, I'd always been waiting for it to come. I'm just glad I made it in before I'm, like, way too old, which I am a little too old to play a 15-year-old. But
well, you know, who is
distance of theater, the audience, they're far away.
So what's next for you? I mean, I'm assuming you'll stay in Newsies for a while.
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it'll be around for lots of time to come. I'm also, like, a director and, like, filmmaker, so I'm doing, like, some music video stuff.
Okay.
I just wrapped my web series. It's called Submissions Only.
Okay.
Indeed. I know everybody has a web series, but like mine is kind of good, I think. I
Are
enjoy
you implying
doing
that
it.
mine sucks?
No, not a
You're
thing.
on it, so
No, I mean I'm on
You're
it.
guilty by association, pal. All right?
Yes, no, web series are the new EP. Like everybody with like iMovie and a Dream has got to make one.
True.
But yeah, I put a lot of time into it. I'm super proud of it.
What was it like? What's
It's about auditioning for theater in New York City, which is something.
Oh, so you got out of your comfort zone.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Well, it was more so like, what can I film on my budget? Like, couldn't possibly do a hospital drama, thing about Nassau, but I was like, I do have some rehearsal space and talented friends.
Nice.
So,
and you get along well with all the other Newsies, or do you want to throw any under the bus?
No.
You know, like you want to talk trash about anybody?
oh no, honestly no. I get along with everyone, and I know everybody's like, oh, my cast is the greatest, but like, we have 18 boys who are all like in their 20s and younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're pretty much having a good time. Everyone's like screwing around backstage, and then we get on stage and just like get to play with each other. It's like pretty awesome.
You realize how terrible that just sounded.
No, I mean...
No, we're 20 boys and we go on stage and we play with each other. Wait, seriously, Disney is totally gonna like tell me to take this video
They're
down.
totally gonna kill me. It's fine though.
That's it.
Indeed. Lots of practical jokes backstage.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yes.
cool. Is there like a dream Broadway role for you? Or I mean, you're mentioning directing, so I'm wondering if that's something else you're interested in.
Well, I don't know. Everybody's always like, what is your dream role? And I feel like the stuff that's really inspiring me is like the stuff that sort of hasn't been created yet. So like something new, like a new work. I feel like that's more interesting than getting to just like reinterpret something someone's already done. So I like new songwriters, like the young voices.
Would you want to direct at some point?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I definitely think so.
I think we should partner on a web series together.
I love it. Yeah. What's it going to be called?
It's going to be called He's the Talented One. It's just me like pointing at you.
I like that.
Yeah, well,
sure.
Well, who wouldn't, right?
All right, call my agent.